Welcome, people. Good morning, good evening, whenever you see this. The time has come. We are experiencing something very powerful. We have experienced this powerful energy for some weeks. We have talked a lot about this energy of Mercury retrograde, wondering why does this Mercury retrograde energy feel so strong when we are not in Mercury retrograde? Well, it is because of the solar eclipse that's happening in Taurus, the full moon in Taurus on the 8th of November. It might be the 9th, depending on where you are at the moment. And we have a lot of things to go through. I have channeled messages that I want to talk with you guys about. It's a very, very important time in history, in life in general, for your personal power, your personal being, for your love life, for your finances. There's so many things going on right now. And I saw two, and I actually saw a two before I started this recording, which for me makes sense because we have a lot of decisions that is being made when it comes to, first of all, balancing out finances, but also balancing out in love. We are making decisions, final decisions, life-changing decisions, can be shocking decisions, because this lunar eclipse, I don't know, did I say solar eclipse? Because I'm always confused about that. This is a lunar eclipse in Taurus. And the first thing that I just want to throw at you all is the degrees, because some of you guys are interested in that. So let's just go through that, because there is a little bit more that I actually want to point out that might be very important. So this lunar eclipse full moon in Taurus is in 16 degrees. So whatever is close by 16 degrees for you, this is in fixed signs. So this is in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. If you have 16 degrees in fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you might feel this full moon, I hate to say negatively, because there's nothing that is negative, but there might be a shock of something happening in your life. But whatever it is, it's leading to a dream and desires, a positive outcome. But obviously sometimes when something happens that we didn't expect, there might be some kind of shock to it. But I do want to point out that it's not in a negative way, because it's actually for you to release something. There might be a big release happening, the old personality, something, whatever, people leaving. But if you have 16 degrees close by in Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, or Virgo, this lunar eclipse is going to impact in a more balanced way, in a way. Like, you are not going to feel like this shock of something that might in the moment feel heavy in a way. But again, nothing is negative, no matter what's happening here. But I do want to point this out. Some of you guys might even have both elements. I know that I have, so that is going to be very interesting. I think I actually did write it down. I have my 3rd and 9th house, and I have Jupiter in my 9th house in Pisces. But I also have something else, and I don't think that I actually wrote it down. No, I might not have been writing it down. But I feel like there was something else when I checked my signs out. Anyway, keep that in mind. That being said, this lunar eclipse is conjunct with Uranus. So, you know, there is like shakeups, there is shocks, there is, oh my god, moments, there is shatterness, breaking things open, release. And obviously with this energy, with Uranus, there might be a connection also with Taurus, by the way, because Taurus is also ruled by nature. There might be shakeups when it comes to Mother Nature. in form of shakes, shocks, blasts. So earthquakes, storms, thunder, rain. The lunar eclipse energy is all about change. It's all about dramatic change. But again, it's for the better. It's always for the better, especially when Uranus is conjunct, but also again, lunar eclipse. It's also the last eclipse we have this year. So obviously it's going to impact us in big ways. But once again, I do want to put pressure on this energy of like it's going to be for the better, no matter what. But there might have been something that was shocking happening in your life. And I will say this like extra chaotic energy from Mercury, or not from Mercury, but this Mercury retrograde energy that we might have felt is because of this lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse, this full moon in Taurus, is also going to bring in long-awaited results, especially when it comes to romance and when it comes to finances. So when I say that there is like a shake-up, a shock effect happening, it is the universe being like, your time is up. You are being guided into your dreams and desires, which is a big upgrade to where you are or what you do in your life. No matter if it's personal, if it has something to do with your identity, if it's love, if it's career, if it's where you live, how you think, whatever, it is going to be like blasting in with a shock in one way or another. And it could be very simple for some of you guys. You might have already been going through this shock already back in September or August. Yeah, August. The last week of August and the first week of September, you might already have been going through some kind of shock, wake-up call. Maybe even for some of you guys this happened back in April, where you realize something and now whatever that is, whatever happened, is coming full circle. So with Uranus, obviously, it's unexpected. And we think one thing, it's another. But it's also going from one thing to another. And we're going to come into that. One thing that's very important with what's happening, and also what I'm going to tell you when it comes to the channeled in messages, is that we are realizing that we are all here to share our gifts and lead other people to theirs, even if it might not feel as easy path. Obviously, because we are letting go of all belief systems, because Taurus is linked together with the Hierophant. Hierophant is linked together with habits, with teaching, with the old way being replaced with the new way. You will also be more in tune with the unseen energies, which we did speak about a little bit in the weekend reading, with spirits, with the paranormal, with again the fairy world, because Taurus is actually linked together with fairies. So there might be something with fairies. Uranus is linked together with UFOs, aliens. So there might be something with that. Uranus is also linked together with the sky. So I think there will be a lot more UFO sightings or unexplained happenings when it comes to the sky. Seeing rainbows, or seeing like a little blob of a rainbow in the sky. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but it's like a rainbow, but it's like, you know, like tiny, it's long. Yeah. So what else? What else? Should I tap into, see if I can tap into this energy of the channeled messages? Because one thing that really stood up is like this upgrade. But it's not just like an upgrade when it comes to your learning, but it's an upgrade that comes from the ground and goes all the way up like roots up to the sky. So you are fully connected again with the unseen, with spirit, with psychic abilities, with the universe, obviously, with God, whatever it is you believe in, but you're fully concentrated and fully aware of the unseen. With that, you're also fully aware of things that is unseen, things that are hidden from you, because Scorpio season. Yeah. So you are experiencing a full system upgrade, which for a lot of you guys, and we did speak about that with the weekend, you could feel a little sick in one way or another, or you could feel restless, or something is changing when it comes to your sleep habits, which I have experienced. Like I wake up way earlier, and it's not because of the daytime savings, because we have already changed into that in Europe. It is a time for you to expand, and it's a time for you to be excited, because that is the energy. Expansion and excitement, that is energies that are around you. It's a part of the upgrade. You might actually feel restless in certain areas, or nervous, because that's also something. Like we feel nervous, but it's not a negative nervous. It's a part of this like upgrade. It's a part of this excitement, the expansion, because that your energy is expanding. You might feel lighter or taller, like you take up more space. It's hard to explain, but you take up more space, but you feel lighter in a way. And the gift that was once in darkness is being brought out to the light for you. Gifts can be many things. It can be a psychic gift. It can be the gift of this upgrade that you feel, the gift of abundance, financial gains, love, and just you feeling alive, excited. Whatever has been hidden, again, whatever you felt was confusing is being brought into light. And with this Mars in retrograde, your life is being restored. And that's why with this lunar eclipse, there might be shocks in one way or another. There could be this shocking message of a loss. Obviously with the loss, there could be a person, a pet, there could be. And remember, this is not a prediction, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's something that has happened, or it's something that happened to someone not in your immediate friend or family, but maybe more a friend's friend or something. But for some reason, or it's something that happens out in the world, but there's like a shocking nature to something. There could also be something with divorces. There could be something with, again, like the ending of a job, someone being fired, or a company shutting down, or a friend disappearing. Whatever is like shocking. Again, this could be so many things. And like I said, a lot of you guys have already experienced that already. But for people who might have closed their eyes for something, like you know that something is happening, but you have just ignored it, it might be put into action now. So something ancient has awakened inside of you, I feel. Something very powerful. But to come back to this lunar eclipse, obviously, like I said, it is dramatic changes. It is the unexpected. You will be more in tune with the unseen energies. So again, don't be surprised if there is more paranormal activities, or if you feel more empathic, or if you feel like you know things before they happen. It's not just you. It's actually something that is happening. It is your power. So yeah, I guess you can say it is you. Yeah, but it's not made up. It's real. So I'm just skimming through my notes just to make sure that I don't leave anything out, because it is so powerful. But, oh yes, that's another thing. The next 6 months will be very transformative, and we have spoken about this a long time ago, I feel, where we talked about this 6-month periods. So for a lot of you guys, again, you have already stepped into it, but again, it depends on what journey people are on, how easy it has been for you to let go of the old, of the known, again, jumping out of the comfort zone. So, like I said, you can go from being single to being in a relationship the next 6 months. You can go from living in one country to another country, or living with someone to living alone, living in an apartment to a house, going from one career to another career, going from a relationship to married. Again, with Uranus, the energy can also be going from married to, you know, separated. So just be aware of what's happening in your life, from not being pregnant to being pregnant, from being pregnant to giving birth, you know, from not being parents to being parents. Yeah. Another thing I also want to talk about with Uranus, there might be something with changes in your eyes. For some of you guys, there might actually be something with your eye color, which might be a little shocking. There could be something with, like, again, your vision. There could be something with glasses or contact lenses. Like you're going from one thing to another, or there is a change in something. And there might be strange and puzzled dreams, which we also have talked about. Again, Uranus. Uranus is here mixing together with the energies of the solar lunar eclipse. I really feel like I want to say solar eclipse all the time, but I feel it's because we still feel the energy from the last solar eclipse. But yeah, there is a fairness happening in your life, no matter what that is. And the last thing I want to do is actually just to take tarot, because I feel like what we have spoken about is already enough. But if Spirit wants to jump in and just give us a little hint for something, you're welcome. I think I might also take the Spirit Animal Wisdom, because again, Taurus nature. But let's see. Oh wow, 3 of Cups, if that is not a sign of celebration. But also, again, going from one thing to another, one season to another. It is a seasonal card, so I do believe something will definitely happening when we come into December. Oh wow, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Mingle, share your gifts. Like I said, we are all here to share our gifts. Like I said before the camera decided to stop, we are all here to share our gifts and lead other people so that they can share theirs. No matter if it feels very confusing at times. Share, mingle. I feel you're going to connect with a lot of new people. And like I said before, the Ace of Pentacles is the universe giving you a blank check and telling you that you can write whatever it is you want. 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Please do yourself the favor. Also, this actually makes sense. And the Tower, because Uranus, Tower, shocks. Do yourself the favor to let go of old grief. Do the 5 steps in grief. And for people who don't know, I am going to find that again and read it up, because it might be very helpful. But we also have the 4 of Cups and the Knight of Swords reverse, which is the universe tapping on the shoulder, being like, hey, I showed you this new path. I showed you where to go. I have shown you this very transformative pathway that leads to your destiny, your dreams and desires, but you have not yet taken the steps because of fear or because of something else. So for people who are interested, let's just go through the 5 stages of grief, because if you really tap into energy, you can feel where you are, and I feel that actually makes it easier for you to make a decision in something. Because, like I have said, pay attention to the 2... It doesn't even want to focus on it. That is a loud message, isn't it? Pay attention to the 2 cups that he doesn't see. But also, if you just turn around, he will see that there is actually a bridge that leads to the castle. But the 5 stages of grief is, first, denial. This can't be happening to me. Number 2 is anger, which actually makes sense with Mars being in retrograde. In Gemini, by the way. Why me? This is not fair. Everything that's not fair goes under the 2nd step of grief. Number 3 is bargaining. If only I would. So you're starting to see and realize what actually could happen, which also could be why the 2 of Cups is here. Number 4 is depression. Why go on? Question mark. And then straight after depression, number 5, which is acceptance, takes over. The last 3, which is 3, 4, and 5, is actually the fastest energies to go through. But number 5 is acceptance. It's going to be okay. And this is actually what opens all the doors for us to understand what's going on, for us to understand why we have to leave something behind. And I feel the 5 of Cups actually stands out perfectly together with this lunar eclipse, because we do sometimes need to turn around to see, I really want to focus on it, to see the bridge. But sometimes it's hard when we are dealing with something that's right in front of us, right? Yeah. Grief has a tendency to travel across different emotions. And I feel like we have buried a lot of our emotions the past many years, decades, right? So we are starting to actually pull them out again. Being vulnerable is a big part of this. Yeah. So I feel that we should take the last card. Let's see. What is it that you need to know? But share your experiences with everything that we spoke about, because I love hearing what you guys are going through. This fits perfectly together with the 3 of Cups, which is the first card that we got. Chameleon, Soul Tribe, it's safe to be seen. It's safe to be seen. That's also why you should turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Isn't that a song? Oh, how is it? This is Blue Eyes. Turn around. Ma-na-na-na-na. Let's see what the book has to say. We are going through a very exciting time. And for a lot of you guys, this shock, whatever it is actually very fast going to be like, I think this is actually going to be better for me. I'm actually excited for the changes happening. Yeah. Oh, this is so interesting. And it's the first thing that I saw. Once you have decided you wish to be seen, others will see you for all that you are. They will feel your unique energy and connect with that. Pulling the chameleon card symbolizes that your soul tribe are on their way to you. Oh, it makes sense. Don't be afraid of people trying to connect with you. You might be still in a bubble of insecurities or, yeah, an old way. You know, it's actually interesting, and I feel that is the reason why Spirit wants me to share this. So, yeah, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday, actually. One of my friends is out traveling her hometown, and we always speak over WhatsApp, and suddenly she was like, okay, I'm gonna put you on camera so that you can see my friends and so that they can meet you finally. And I was like, oh my god, I don't have makeup on. I panicked so much. But you know, she forced me to be seen just the way that I am without makeup. And you know, it's my own insecurities that's like, oh, I need to be perfect, I need to, you know, oh, I need to if I meet new people, oh no, they're not going to like me. But they just accepted me so beautifully. I was crying so much yesterday. After that, it activated something. So I feel that is like a push for a lot of you guys to be like, okay, maybe it's okay for me to be seen just the way that I am. Because why do we feel like we need to hide, right? Yeah. And it's like a shock because it happens unexpectedly. That is the lunar eclipse and Uranus for you. So, yeah, learn who you are and how to be comfortable in your own skin is something we all must experience. You are not alone in this. The desire to be seen for our true potential is often pulled down by the fear of being seen for who we really are. Some people were born with confident, but for a lot of us, that is not the case. We go through many phases of trying to fit in while trying to find our way. The candle was flickering and I heard like a click sound, but I was thinking about this one. We are going through a lot of stages. Yes, that is going to be it, people. Wow. Let me know, how do you feel this energy? What is shifting? Really sit down with yourself and think about, what am I letting go of? And get ready to be seen. That is going to be it, people. I will see you guys in the daily readings. So I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.